I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys the cost breakdown of the driveway. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Jenna, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the process, the specs, cost, everything to do with our driveway that we just installed in our property. It's absolutely freezing, FYI. Okay, so one thing that is super exciting is the fact that we can drive our van on the actual property. This is the first time ever because we obviously couldn't before, and we had to put a culvert and everything. Let's get down to the steps of the driveway. Okay, so step number one, of course, was you have to go through your zoning and like look up what you need, talk to the officer or whatever, like the zoning officer, figure out everything that you need and talk to them. So our first step was we needed to get a permit. So we got the permit, and then he let us know like what size culvert, aka what size pipe and such that we needed. So the size that we needed was an 8-inch pipe, I believe is what it's called, and so that's what we needed, and we got that from Zach's work, which was awesome. And so that was totally free, $0, which is amazing. So after we filed the permit and such, we do have to pay a fee. We had to pay a fee of $500, okay? Send in the paperwork, mail in a check, and then after that we received the permit via mail. And so what you have to do is you have to print out this permit, have it with you. You will then receive the permit via mail, and then you have to print it out and bring it with you while you are working. Zach is going to be marking for the driveway because we just filed for the driveway permit today. Yay! So we received our permit. Now I'm gonna explain the cost of the permit when we get to the cost of everything. So after we got the permit and such, what we had to do was we had to dig out the driveway. But first we had to plan it out with the permit. He came out, he checked it was all good. We had to dig out what we needed to do. So we dug that out on a day. It took probably like 8 hours just because of the weather and with it being cold and such.
Probably about 30 degrees out here. It's pretty cold, but you know, thankfully we have good friends and they can help us out. You know, my buddy over here, I work with him, and he came out on a Saturday to dig in my driveway, so pretty thankful for some good friends. Even when it's cold out, you know, still shows up. So I had to hop in my truck and get warm. It's a little cold out here this morning, but my buddy's out there. He's still cutting up the driveway. Just has to get below that frost on the top. It's starting to thaw out a little bit, so we're getting a little bit more mud, but he's getting it. He's doing a good job. As you can see, it's getting a little bit more muddier, so it's trying to loosen up a little bit. Going so good. And they popped the tire. I may or may not have taken my truck through the property. Got a little muddy, but it's fun. We put the culvert pipe in. He's gonna sprinkle a little bit of dirt on it. But when the stone comes, I'll have stone cover about 4 inches over the top of that. And all that culvert pipe does is keep the water flowing from this direction on, and it'll go through that pipe rather than wash our driveway out.
Dug all that out because this was like a cropland, so you had to rough it all up, dig it out, fill in dirt, do all the things, put the culvert there. Last up, of course, just come in and lay the stone, which we did. Eventually, hopefully, we will do concrete, but for now, stone is just the best solution with how many work trucks and such and all the different people and stuff we're going to be having coming and going on the property. Doesn't make sense to do the concrete and stuff right now cost-wise. We'd rather put our money to better use. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys the cost breakdown of the driveway. So I already mentioned that the permit was $500. However, we get $400 of that permit back. So the permit is actually only $100. Now, Zach also got the stone through his work. However, it was not free. We did pay for the stone, and the stone totaled ended up being $1,772. So $1,772 was how much the stone was. You might be asking yourself, how much stone did we get? We got 80 tons is what Zach told me. So 80 tons of stone, and it ended up being $1,772. So labor costs. Zach obviously worked on this, but he had one of his work buddies come, and I think he had like a tractor and stuff, whatever it is. I don't know what machinery it is, but we are so thankful to him, and we did pay him $300, so just a little bit over $2,000 to do our driveway, which I know sounds expensive with the permit and the stone and the labor and such, but we are just so happy that we got that done. That is the very first step to all of this. You have to have the driveway, and then we can move on to everything else. And so the total for the driveway, I'm going to go ahead and have here because it's too cold for me to think and do math. I know it's not that hard. 1772 plus 100, 1872 plus 300, so we're at $2,100 some dollars, and not too bad. But of course, I'm going to be sharing this process with you guys. The next step is to go ahead and do our well, septic, and barn simultaneously, and so we could actually get out here on the property. We are so excited to do that, and so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys want to see more, because there's going to be lots of building content here on this channel. So stay subscribed, stay tuned. We appreciate all of your love and support because it's helping make our dreams come true. And we really do love and appreciate all of you. And we'll see you in the next video.